Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Deep Cuts Reactions and my name's Greg, and I seem to be playing Canadian artists today. So, if I'm going to play Canadian artists, there's a bunch of them I could play that, I could play Neil Young, there's a bunch of people. I played the Guess Who recently and a bunch of other folks, but, you know, you've got to go to the Queen, you might say, Joni Mitchell, and this is off of one of her early albums. It's got Woodstock on it, so I think it's probably 69. I wouldn't swear to it. I'll have to, go ahead and look before I post this up there. But this is Morgantown, and I don't know if this is about Morgantown, West Virginia. I have no clue. But, to me, it always reminded me of it, and it's, I don't know. It reminds me of when I was hitchhiking and I ended up in Morgantown, West Virginia. I was hitchhiking through Maryland, and some state representative picked me up. It was late, it was dark, and this guy picked me up and took me on into Morgantown through Western Maryland. But when I got there, it was dark, and I was looking for some place to crash, and I couldn't find anything, so I ended up calling some, I don't know, hotline at the university. I can't remember what the hell it was, but anyway, I ended up talking to this woman, and she's like, "Oh, we've never had this situation occur before," and so she ended up letting me crash in her backyard, which was perfectly fine. It was cool, but it's one of those things that sticks in your mind. It's a pretty little town, it really was. It's gorgeous in the hills of mountains of West Virginia. But anyway, yeah, that state representative was telling me that if I looked around, I would see all kinds of federal government stuff there in West Virginia, and it was all from Robert Byrd, who used to be a senator, and his famous thing was that he brought home the bacon to his constituents. He managed to get all these federal projects into West Virginia. So anyway, that has nothing to do with the music. So let's go ahead and play Joni Mitchell, Morning Morgantown.
When morning comes to Morgantown, the merchants roll their awnings down. The milk trucks make their morning rounds in morning Morgantown. We'll rise up early with the sun to ride the bus while everyone is yawning and the day is young in morning Morgantown. Morning Morgantown, buy your dreams $1 down. Morning any town you name, morning's just the same. We'll find a table in the shade, sip our tea and lemonade and watch the morning on parade in morning Morgantown. Ladies in their rainbow fashions, colored stop and go lights flashing, will wink at total strangers passing in morning Morgantown. Wooden bird with painted wings, a window full of colored rings in morning Morgantown. But the only thing I have to give to make you smile, to win you with our
Oh, what a pretty song. She just paints such a beautiful picture in your mind. I mean, as she's singing those first verses, I mean, it's right there in my mind. She paints it perfectly, which is ironic in a way. I mean, not really ironic, I suppose, but she is also a painter, and she did all of her album covers. I mean, up to a point, she was the one that did the paintings on the front, which was cool. But I don't know, it's such a beautiful song, and some of the words I thought were really quite heavy. I mean, all she has to give is a window full of golden rings. I mean, what is that? It's just really beautiful, really beautiful. I love Joni Mitchell, but I know it's personal taste, but I like her voice a lot, and she writes such creative music. So, anyway, I've got a whole bunch of it up here. I tend to the artists that I really like a lot. I tend to do a lot of their stuff, and I guess I've been doing this for about a year now. And over the course of a year, yeah, I posted a lot of Joni Mitchell, so check it out if you want to. There's some good stuff on there. But anyway, I'll be back in a minute, and we'll play something. So hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you then.